Well, I have to ask you this as we start wrapping up here. Give me, if you dare, a price prediction for this next cycle.
Oh, God, this is the worst. It's the worst, least broism question you've asked me all day.
Closing with a banger.
Yeah. You know, it's utterly unpredictable. I put out one of the, which I'm saying that, but I've also put out price predictions in the past. And I put out one, I think, you have to check me how many years ago it's been now. It's been 3 or 4 years probably. And I predicted that Bitcoin would hit north of 300,000 in its next market cycle peak. So I will say those who live by the crystal ball are promised to eat glass. You know, I'm not saying to take a price prediction as gospel and incorporate it into your leverage trading strategy and get wiped out. Like, don't do that. That's, this is not financial advice, all of those things. But in my own speculation about, okay, well, what has Bitcoin done historically in kind of a geometric way, right? It goes through these geometric waves where it will grow. I mean, 2017, we grew from sub $1,000 Bitcoin to $20,000 Bitcoin by the end of the year, right? So it did a 20x in a year. And then it does an 80% drawdown and goes back down to 3,000. And it trades sideways and, around that range-bound trading for 3 or 4 years before it goes into another one of these exponential waves up. And those exponential waves up seem to be mapped onto the halving cycle of Bitcoin, which we didn't talk about today, but it's basically every 4 years, this newly issued supply of Bitcoin contracts by half. And you take that supply off the market, it puts upward pressure on the price, you get these big waves. So I think, I used to run a hedge fund and do all this analysis. I basically said, I think it's going to hit, I think I said 317,000 at the next peak, but don't hold me to this and don't do your trading strategy on this. The optimal strategy with Bitcoin is, first of all, study it, right? Yeah. Nothing that I'm saying is gospel. Nothing that anyone says is gospel. Decentralize your worldview. When you decide you want to hold some of it, I think it's best treated, again, this is me giving you advice now, treat it like a long-term savings device, not as a checking account. If you're emotionally attached to every Bitcoin price movement, you're over-allocated, basically. You should be excited. Like when the price goes down, I'm like, oh, I'm accumulating more. When the price goes up, I'm like, oh, I'm richer.
Yeah, right. Okay.
I have no, it doesn't change my investment strategy. I can just run grandma's wisdom, right? Mm-hmm. Make more money than I spend and save. Just in this Bitcoin world, my savings actually works for me now. Yeah. It's like growing at 200% annualized compounded growth rate. Like it actually really, really, really works for you. So that's the way to treat Bitcoin, is just treat it as a long-term grandma style savings account.
Solid.
Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this episode, click here to find more just like it, and here to find our most recent episode. Also, make sure to like this video to help shine light on the corruption of money. And be sure to subscribe to this channel to stay connected.